Welcome back, everyone. 4:50 on your Wednesday morning. The American Cancer Society says early detection is key in successfully diagnosing for many types of cancer, but experts say the same cannot be said for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and chronic lymphocytic leukemia, two of the most common blood cancers. Michael recently spoke with someone stricken with blood cancer and a well-respected doctor in the field to learn more.
And it's my pleasure now to welcome on WNWO Today the clinical director of the New York Cornell Center for Lymphoma and Leukemia, Dr. John Leonard, and Helen Anbinder here. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning.
Now, Dr. Leonard, let's start with you. Can you talk to us about blood cancer? And there are a lot of things people might not know about this.
Yes, so the blood cancers are really tumors of the blood cells or the lymph cells, and those are almost like the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines of the immune system to fight infections. And when the switches that regulate the growth of those cells get broken, one gets a tumor of those cells, and we term that generally a blood cancer. The other names for these really are leukemia, lymphoma, and multiple myeloma, depending on the specific type.
Now, Helen, if I could go to you, you have a very personal story to share with us this morning. Can you tell us about can you tell us your experience?
I was diagnosed in 2001 just because of a routine blood test that showed that my white count was higher than it should be. I felt fine, I had no symptoms, and so I didn't believe the diagnosis, and I got a second opinion, and of course it was correct. I have chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which is CLL, and I was diagnosed at stage 0, which means I'm not treated right away, and it's a protocol called watch and wait, or what patients call watch and worry, and it was actually 7 years before I needed treatment. And so I continued to work, I continued to live life and enjoy it, and after a couple of years, I decided that it was time to retire and reduce the stress in my life, and I was lucky to be able to do that. And my husband and I have been traveling, which is what we've always loved to do, and doing other fun things. And we both do volunteer work. Mine is for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The treatment that I got in 2008 didn't exist when I was diagnosed in 2001. And it just so happened that the scientist who developed and tested that combination treatment was the one that was funded by my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. It was just a coincidence. It was really rather remarkable. They had wanted to make a donation in my honor when they knew about my diagnosis, and I pointed them to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and LLS helped me choose the research scientist to fund. And I told my brother-in-law and sister-in-law I didn't expect this to help me, but it might help somebody else in the future with CLL. And then it turned out that I got the treatment that he had developed, which was so exciting.
Really quickly, because I know we have to go, Dr. Leonard, where can we find more information?
Well, there are a number of resources relating to blood cancers that people can see on the internet. As Helen mentioned, the Leukemia Lymphoma Society is one of those. Their website is lls.org. They also have on October 2nd a Light the Night Walk, which is a fundraising and awareness event in Toledo. That's again on October 2nd at 5th Third Field, and hopefully people can participate in that if they're able.
All right. Thank you both so much for your time. I really appreciate you sharing your story and this great information with us. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Michael.